We ask all this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Okay. To kick off this business webinar, we are pleased to have with us Mr. Glenn Espino, the President of the Federation of the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce, for his welcome remarks. Sir?
Hi, good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Phil-American Chamber of Commerce, Manila, together with our colleagues from FPACC International, together with our colleagues from Asian American and National, we would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for here today. We are as equally as excited in the next few months to visit ILOCOS Norte with the projects that we have on hand. But obviously, this is also a welcome forum for us to better understand on how we could work for the long term on bringing in investment in ILOCOS Norte. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Glenn Espino, for that warm message of yours. Surely you have made our attendees excited about this webinar and more excited about visiting Ilocos Norte. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you have questions during the presentation, please type them into the question box in your Zoom control panel. I'll bring them up during the presentation, and we will also have time for questions later. Now, may we welcome Ms. Ronales C. Bueno, the Investment Officer of the Provincial Government of Ilocos Norte, to present to us the business opportunities in Ilocos Norte.
Hi everybody. Good morning here in the Philippines, and probably it's the same time, but it's evening in US. I saw participants here from Philly and Texas. So greetings from the province of Ilocos Norte. So I'm just gonna give you a short business opportunity pitch in Ilocos Norte, like what Mr. Glenn Espino have said, for us to understand the business environment, plus what are the opportunities that awaits you here in Ilocos Norte. So this is actually a pre-investment presentation in preparation for your visit in the Philippines. So before I would like to do my pitching, I'd like to greet our partner agencies and offices for the hosting of the Federation of Phil-Am Chamber of Commerce. We have here the head of the MSME office of PGIN, Miss Elma, and her team. Also with us, is the provincial office of the Department of Trade and Industry. We also have the office of the provincial agriculture. And also with us is the Honorable Mayor of Curimao, Mayor Boyet Kilala with us, and of course to everybody from the other side of the world, from US. Magandang umaga dito sa Pilipinas at magandang gabi po dyan sa inyo. So allow me to present to you how does it looks like in Ilocos Norte when it comes to business or growing business in here, and some of the investable areas that we are pushing. So next slide, please. So why do we choose, or why do you choose Ilocos Norte? So basically, number one, we actually have compared to other provinces, and of course compared in the BC streets of Manila, we offer a better quality of life. Our poverty rate is at 3.1%, one of the lowest poverty rate in Region 1. And that we're a country, or we're a province that is self-sufficient because of our agri-produce, and we're one of the contributors of the nation's food security. So the sufficiency level of our food is more than what we require as a populace. And then our crime clearance efficiency is high, so we don't have that high crime rate. So we have a crime clearance efficiency of 98%. So Ilocos Norte is the best place for you to both grow your business and your family. Next is government support and incentive. We offer fiscal, and we are a champion in offering the non-fiscal incentives to our fresh, new, and existing investments or investors in the province. Also, we are committed to economic development. We do have projects of some sort where we promote inclusive growth, not just for the usual populace, but also for the youth, for the LGBTQI community and such. We also have existing special economic zones now in the province. We actually have 3, one of which is in the tourism industry, and then 2 are for the IT/BPM, or in infotech, business processing, outsourcing. So we also house the first Special Economic Zone Institute in the Philippines, which is the Mariano Marcos State University. So they basically help LGUs, private sectors to put up special economic zones in the Philippines, and as well as providing trainings and curriculum towards economic zone development. Also, we're a business friendly, of course. We try to offer as much as we can a reasonable cost of doing business. And then we're strategically located and accessible. So we do have an international airport in Ilocos Norte. So that's the only international airport north of Clark. So we aim to, have chartered flights from our neighboring countries up north, the East Asian countries. We also have a good road network, and that we also have international seaport located in Curimao, and another seaport in Pasukin. That's actually ideal for bringing in barge and vessels, both domestic and at international route. Next slide, please. So I'd like to present to you our investment priority areas in the province. So we start with food and agriculture. We actually have 51,000 hectares of farmland, and we're open into inviting businesses towards adding production capital into the farm, and then processing facilities, equipment, and warehouse to add value into what we produce. Also in packaging, cold storage is a must, or it's a not actually a must. Sorry for the wrong term of word, but cold storage is encouraged in the province, and farm development. So we're our climate is suitable to some agricultural produce such as dragon fruit, shallots, like what we have in the presentation, garlic as well. Our corn is a champion when it comes to its quality. So they're both good, both the white and yellow corn. So that's it for food and agriculture. For tourism, we have over 60 natural and cultural tourist attraction, which one of which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, one National Geological Monument, which is our Poway Sand Dunes, and some are natural parks and cultural uh, parks. So pre-pandemic, we're top destination in the Philippines when it comes to tourism, when it comes to domestic and international arrivals. We're trying to bounce back, and actually post pandemic, we have a good amount of tourist arrivals in the first second quarter of the year. So potentials for investment when it comes to tourism and creative industry is the development of gateway. So like I said, we do have international airport and seaport in here. Also an eco adventure, leisure and recreation. So we push for glamping, for health and wellness type of tourism, or the new kind of tourism are welcome in the province. Creatives such as what I'm wearing now. So we're trying to, push culture and arts, theater, um, textile, crafts, and everything that's very Ilocano. Social entrepreneurship, like farm to table business. You do farming and then put up a restaurant to cook for whatever produce you have on the backyard, and then hospitality. So we're pushing for more boutique resorts or hotels, or a chain of hotels or accommodations that we could bring in, because we do have the best beach in the world, which was listed in the in a magazine, in a World Traveler magazine. We were awarded for being, or for having, the best beach in the world. Only beach in the Philippines that was included in the World Traveler list. And then also we are the best place for renewable energy, because we have a constant and strong wind up north because of the Amihan. Our solar irradiance is suitable when it comes to farming energy from the sun. And we do have a vast river system that is suitable for hydro energy. And of course, we're open to other sources of energy like biomass and such. So we're open to that. Next slide, please. So aside from food and agriculture, tourism and creative industry and renewable energy, we also boast of our competent human capital and workforce, which is an asset in setting up business processing, outsourcing in the province. So we do have a continuous pool of graduates a steady pool of graduates where we can hire for BPO, either voice, non-voice, or service. So this young generation, our graduates are competent into to be hired in the BPO industry. Also, we're opening our province into responsible mining and quarry. So we are looking for investors on not just mineral deposit exploration, but also on mining and other support activities such as processing of minerals. Also, we're open for river dredging and quarrying and different kinds of quarrying, either on the river or on the mountain. So we're open to that. And lastly is the services. So we do have a lot of service industries or consumer services in the province now. We're trying to develop or to industrialize our humble little province. And we're looking into businesses that offers higher learning education, healthcare institution or services like, you know, the home for the aged and such. Research institute is also welcome, and other consumer services such as, you know, shopping malls, pharmaceutical, and the like. So this in a nutshell is our investment priority areas. But whatever business ideas you have in mind, it will always be welcome. Just pitch us your idea and we can help you into setting up your business in Ilocos Norte. Next slide, please. We actually prepared some investment opportunities for balikbayans like you po in Ilocos Norte. So one idea is a pasabay business or export-import. You can sell your products abroad, or balikbayan can tie up with our MSMEs here to import saleable products in the local market. So we can, good thing we have Miss Elma and her team here who can actually talk more about this business model. Showing to you is our one store shop where all of the local produce is being displayed in the physical store. And then we do have an online platform that sells basically everything local. And then another idea is value adding activities on local resources. Like, so we do have a bell, and then we try to design damit, bags, and a lot of things out of that abel. So that's an example of value adding activities for our local resources. So, you know, bringing your technology or ideas on how to utilize and process these raw materials so that it will be we will sell it at a higher price. Next slide, please. Franchising. So you can either franchise from large corporation to bring in the province, or you can franchise to homegrown franchisable business in the province. So lately lang, we have a partner merchant from Buy-in. So she started from Buy Ilocos Norte. That's actually our MSME push during the start of lockdowns and COVID community quarantine. So we were able to come up with a community for online sellers, then evolve into coming up with pop-up events and bazaars. So we have one partner merchants who recently won the Next Gen Philippine franchising, and she's now open for franchising her negosyo. I'm not sure if you've heard of or if you've read of Eglock. So that's from Ilocos Norte, born and grew na negosyo from Ilocos Norte. Also, we do have a lot of coffee shops now, milk teas, and bakeries that are open for franchise, all are Ilocano owned that you can franchise. And then, yeah, maganda rin if you franchise from large corporations such as bringing some uh, international or MNC brand in the in Ilocos Norte. And then lastly is e-commerce. We try to leverage the existing MSME through e-commerce. Like I said, we do have this one store and by Ilocos Norte as a start for offering electronic solutions to improve the sales of our MSME. So that's how we'd like to grow our MSME community in Ilocos Norte. I think these four ideas for Balikbayans are viable towards the growth between the local plus the members of FPAC, because I believe that's your pinaka mission to bring back and help the Philippines when it comes to economic growth and development. So next slide, please. I'm just gonna share to you how you can set up your business in Ilocos Norte. Most likely, all of us are aware of the provisions when it comes to doing business in the Philippines once a balikbayan or if iba na ho yung citizenship. So next slide, please. Well, for this one, the Department of Trade and Industry can help us answer later on more about this concern. So foreign national who wish to do business here shall fall under Foreign Investment Act. So whatever provisions listed in the Foreign Investment Act, yun po ang susundin natin. So if balikbayan o okay, the business registration process is the same for local business owner. So if dual citizen, some registration process as a Philippine citizen with an additional requirement for an oath of allegiance with valid government issued PHID. Next slide, please. Showing you a summary of regulatory fees and permits that you will be needing when you set up your business here. So of course, the mayor's permit to be assessed by the local business licensing and processing office. So there's a formula there on how you're going to pay for the business tax or the registration for LGU. And then BIR registration or clearance, it usually starts at 630. Then PhilHealth clearance depends on how many employees you have, same as with pag-ibig clearance. We are to pay sanitary permit, health certificate, zoning certificate sa LGU, and then we also have a governor's permit which we collect from the provincial levels and the TOP, same with the mayor's permit to be assessed by the PLP. So that's in a nutshell how you register your business in Ilocos Norte. So I hope I was able to share in general what are our priority investment areas are, what are the business ideas that you can start with in Ilocos Norte and in the process of setting up your business here. Maraming salamat po. And if there are questions, we can try to answer it later on during our Q&A portion. Thank you so much for choosing Ilocos Norte. So please sharing to you our contact details if you have anything more to ask when it comes to the technical side of your business or your assistance. Please don't hesitate to contact us. Maraming salamat and naimbag abigat tay amin ako.
Thank you, Ms. Bueno, for that very informative and investment-worthy presentation. I strongly believe that this presentation has ignited the drive of our participants in choosing Ilocos Norte as their business destination. I know that you want to know more. But before we proceed to the question and answer part, may we have a 10-minute break to loosen up, drink water, pee break, freshen up, or some stretching to wake our bodies and be excited with what Up North Ilocos Norte has to offer.
Hi, Tita Cindy. Brad?
please prepare your questions as we are about to start our question and answer portion in 3 minutes. Thank you. And we're back. We will go ahead and take some time for questions now. But before that, may we acknowledge the representative from Department of Trade and Industry of the Provincial Director, Ms. Rosario Kodala and her team. From the Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Office Head, Ms. Elma Gabriel. From the Provincial Agricultural Office, Ms. Kakakyan. And also to Honorable Edward Toralba from the Local Government Unit of Curimao. Just a reminder, please be sure to type your questions in the chat box. It looks like we have a few questions. For the first question, what are the major industries and exports in Ilocos Norte? And what is it best known for? I repeat, what are the major industries and exports in Ilocos Norte? And what is the best known for? Miss Ma'am Ronally?
Oh yeah. I was actually waiting for DTI to answer that
Okay.
one.
Okay, so yeah, can I answer it?
Yes, po. Yes, PD Charo, thank you po.
Actually, we are enrolled at the DTI. We have the so-called priority industry clusters, and then for Ilocos Norte, we are enrolled in 6. But we are strongest under the wearables and home style sectors. Our the Inabel, and other creative industries like the cocoa crops in Pagudpud. And we are also strong with our processed fruits and nuts, specifically our dried mangoes and our dragon fruit. And then we are also strong in our we are also enrolled in coffee, in cacao, and in bamboo industry. And we are the among the provinces in Ilocos Norte, in Region 1, the high value cocoa products. We have our BCO, virgin coconut oil. It is being processed in Pagudpud, Ilocos Norte. And for exports, we with the traditional industries, we are strong with our processed fruits and nuts, fresh and both fresh and processed mangoes.
Thank
I hope, Sir Brad, we were able to Miss Charo, our provincial director here, was able to answer your questions po. In addition to what Ma'am Charo have been sharing, yes, we have the local produce that are exportable. Tama, Ma'am Charo, like the mango. We do have a dried mango that grew and processed, packaged, and everything in Ilocos Norte. That's good for export. Same as true with the chocolates and coffee. Tama, Ma'am Charo, no?
Yes, actually our cacao products are very promising. From Adams, and then we also have from Batak and Banna.
When we will be having our trade or expo here come next month, we'll ask our SMA office and DTI to showcase these local products that are good for export.
So yeah, our audience, I understand are abroad right now. Okay. Actually, the Philippines has just passed, the country has just passed our strategic investment priorities plan. And this will be presented in Region 1, particularly in Ilocos Norte on October 13. So the roadshow, the Board of Investments will be coming to present the SIPP. So after that, then we will be then we will now know what are the identified priority investment areas where investors like you can look into and then invest or invest maybe by yourself or by by joint venture. So it will be conducted in Ilocos Norte on October 13. And of course, you can always see in the web, in the internet, our foreign investment negative list. It lists down the possible investment areas foreigners like you can invest into, and also the negative list, the investment areas where you cannot penetrate. Thank you.
So yeah, can I ask a question directly to the DTI official?
Yeah, sure po, sure po.
Okay, ma'am, Glenn Espino, FPAC Manila.
Okay, yes, sir.
We definitely would like to align on that actual event with you guys. I think that would be very timely. So we could
Yes.
further get more, so we could have more crystal idea how
Okay,
we could
sir,
work
we will
together.
be, yes, we will do it. We will invite you to
Thank
that
you, ma'am.
through
Thank you, ma'am.
online.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, the DTI Ilocos Norte will do that.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ma'am Kodala from DTI, for answering the question. And another question. What someone tell us about the gymnasium in Ilocos Norte, the seating capacity, and etc. Would someone tell us about the gymnasium in Ilocos Norte, seating capacity, and etc.?
Yeah, I can take I hope I can answer it for you. I know for the Marcos Stadium, it's part of the Big Three project under Governor Matt. It has, I believe, 10,000 to 12,000 seating capacity. So that's rehabilitated and redeveloped stadium now can accommodate 10 to 12,000 audience. And then at if I'm not mistaken, below the seats are available commercial spaces for probably food kiosk and such to cater to the need of the people coming or going into the stadium for events and sporting activities. So we'll probably be pushing for PR once it's ready. We're in the process of coming up with a feasibility and business plan on how to go about marketing the commercial spaces in the gymnasium. So since we're talking about gymnasium and the Big Tree project in Ilocos Norte, allow me also to present that the expansion of the capital plus our new Dapayan Center offers more commercial spaces for not just government offices, but also for businesses to list at a very strategic location in the city. So I hope I was able to give you a little information about the gymnasium, Sir Jonathan. If there are specific or updates on this, I'm gonna send it to you so you can share it to the association.
Well, thank you. So I was wondering, when will it actually complete? I mean, the project, do you know if it's going to happen this year, or you have an estimated time when we could start playing there or something, or do a series of concert?
Yeah. We're actually they were eyeing for towards the end of this year because the stadium is almost it's almost complete. It's like 90% complete than the others, but I'm not sure when will it officially opens, but we're eyeing. I think the PGIN is targeting to eye it, if not this year, early next year for the Big Three project.
Thank you,
It
Sai.
yeah, it's a promising place for sporting events, probably regional, not just provincial, but we're eyeing siguro for regional up to national sporting events to come in eh. In that case, there's a multiplier effect economically kasi if we invite more events coming in the province. So it's actually promising, opo. And we're hoping and praying that it will be finished soon.
So Jonathan's question is really pertinent because we're actually working to see if we can bring a delegation from the Philadelphia 76ers to Manila, or to ILOCOS Norte. So that's why he's asking. So it may or may not come with players, but the goal is to do something long-term and with the Philippines. And so that might be a possibility to bring them to Locos Norte, or they might be in Manila. So I think it's helpful to figure out, what are some possibilities.
Yes, sir, Brad. Yes. Besides your visit for inauguration here will just be the start of our long-term
Mhm.
partnership. Later on, if we're set to host sporting events such like what you're saying, then we can push for that plans po.
And I'm sorry, when will it be finished again?
We're hopeful that towards the end of this year, if not early next year. So we're
Great.
checking on that. I'm gonna ask the technical team who really knows the timeline for this one and then share it to you guys.
Again, thank you, Ma'am Soya, for answering the question. And for another question, do you have a one-stop shop in place to address? Do you have a one-stop shop in place to address the ease of doing business in the province of Ilocos Norte? I believe Ma'am Elma from DTI can answer the question. I'm from MSME office can answer the question.
Hello, good morning.
Good
We have
morning.
for the one-stop shop business processing. For the province po, we do not have the actual na existing po for na nag-ooperate, but we do plan to incorporate that activity or program doon po sa upcoming establishment po ng Ilocos Norte MSME Incubation Center, which we will plan to establish or launch by this coming November. And then just in time po for the upcoming activity, we can include yung one-stop business registration that will start na by this year, hopefully. And then we will arrange po para for, and even we can also coordinate with the LGUs, different LGUs that we can provide that service in the center para for this coming 2023 business registration. They can start na to have we can establish na para coordinated na po para siguro we can establish na po and we can align na po yung mga needed po na business documents for registering their business. But for now po, wala pa po yung talagang na-establish in the province. But for LGUs and I think DTI, they have their negosyo centers na they are actively assisting po yung mga business permit and applying for business permit and renewals.
Yeah, if I can add, Clark, on Miss Elma's insight about the one-stop shop for business registration. Yeah, our setup kasi in the province is that the permit to operate is under the LGUs or the towns or the cities. So what we can do, like what Ma'am Elma have said, we're trying to implement. We're trying to in Miss Elma's case, they're trying to craft a system that works wherein it's a one-stop shop. But tama Miss Chari, no, during the business registration naman, all of the LGUs, they provide, there's a certain number of days that parang one-stop shop siya. The LGUs set up, di ba po? A
Yes,
one-stop shop.
Yes, they usually do it during the first quarter of the year, wherein yun nga, one-stop shop, where business registrant can do all things, all his business requirements, registration requirements in one place. So for the DTI, we have our negotiation centers, and for those towns, local government units where there are no negotiation centers yet, we usually send our staff if the LGU requests us to go there for to streamline just the registration. And for DTI business name registration, if the requirements are complete, you can have your business name registration in less than 5 minutes.
Okay, can I suggest otherwise? I know it's always good to have something physically where I go to a place, I ask about opening up a business or doing something and they help me out. But as far as like someone who's planning on, and let's say I'm still in the United States and I feel like I want to do something in ILOCOS Norte. Where can I do this? Where can I get information? How do I self-navigate ILOCOS Norte in trying to set up my own business quietly, and then all of a sudden, boom, I have a business. Do you guys have something in place like that already?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, that's the our office mandate, Sir Jonathan. We do have what we call I-Care desk. It's ILOCOS Norte. It's a ILOCOS Investors Centralized Application and Requirement Evaluation Desk. So that's what we do under our pre-investment activity program, where we assess, where we assess our potential investors, maybe face-to-face or remotely, on what are the technical things that they need to consider or they need to understand when setting up a business here. So we do have set of sectoral consultants in mining and renewable, in agri or in tourism. So whatever industry you're into, we'll try to technically assist you. How we do it here, whatever data that you need, we provide it to you. So it's easier for you to do feasibility study when setting up here. So once you're decided to put up your business in ILOCOS Norte, our office can offer other non-fiscal incentive. And up to the registration of your business, we can help that. We can help on that. So even if you're like in the US, we just have to update ourselves and batuhan lang ng documents, then we can probably work that out. So we've been doing that to the investors that we're assisting for the past 2 years. So like for example, one of which is based in Manila, and then the raw materials came from other region. All of that we're trying to we're trying to facilitate and coordinate all of their requests that is required in their business model para lang mag-set up sila dito. So that's actually our mandate in the office, to help you guys into putting up, you know, from the site visit, from technical studies, as long as we can, where we're helping potential investors up in that stage up to their registration of business. Because we understand, you know, that we're there are investors na hindi naman talaga, or negosyo that are not really in Ilocos Norte. So that's actually our assignment po, our mandate po. You know, we invite people like you to bring in business in here, and hence we should you know, be um helpful in doing such things for you po.
Thank you, thank you. Like for instance, just for an example, if I have a mining company and they want to know what's in Ilocos Norte, we're opening up the mining industry, like, or how can we get assay reports of what you have, so that the investor with a letter of intent could see, okay, looks like your iron ore is suitable for our processing, and we can start with that. So so that could be the initial start of a one-stop shop, where what do you guys need, what permits should we submit, and so on and so forth. Another one is, for example, someone who's looking for a rice husk processing, and we don't know really if we have enough to supply, but they do want to know if they can start this in Ilocos Norte, and begin studying the possibility of even setting up a plant to manufacture whatever they need using your rice husk.
Yes, tama. Yes, tama, Sir Jonathan. That's what we do. For example, in mining, we have our mining operations officer on board with us, who will help you or who will help the potential investor understand how we do it in Ilocos Norte, what are the permits, the endorsements, where we are to help you get endorsement from the Sanggunian. Kasi this industry are too technical that they need to get endorsement first before getting clearances and permits. So all of those we can help you to facilitate and provide our services on that. Yung rice has, we have our Office of the Provincial Agriculture, who has a database about all agri-produce and such, who can you know, help us to determine yung feasibility of setting up those kind of negosyo po. So like I said, our office is coordinating with technical expert towards our investment priority areas, and we're ready to help you.
That's actually what we're looking for, where I'm envisioning where, because we're FPACC Manila, and then we have partners in the United States, all this bunch of inquiries, where I have to figure out if it fits in Ilocos Norte, and how do I go about that. And now I think I know how, where we just have this public-private partnership where we could find out, hey, Soya, we got the situation here and they're looking for this one, as opposed to before, where when I first came in, without the help of any chamber, where I just ask anybody I can ask in in Ilocano. So it was a little bit of a struggle, where, okay, maybe I can go to that LGU and try to ask for a permit, as opposed now where you're saying it's like a personalized one-stop shop, where if I ask, and you can help navigate the investor or someone to go to how to go about it in Ilocos Norte, correct?
Tama po, Sir Jonathan. Up to actually looking for if looking for properties ready for occupancy, up to that level po. We're, alam mo nga, sabi ko nga, I'm jokingly telling my team that we're like, you know, we're sometimes becoming real estate brokers and assessors, and sometimes we're engineers also, because, you know, all of these things, everything under the sun that is being asked by the potential investor. We're trying to, accommodate them, because like I said, that's our mandate to help these potential investors to set up business in Ilocos Norte easy.
Thank you. Yeah. For instance, also I had issues before where I'm looking for a property and some of them don't really have a title, but they have a tax declaration and I have to figure out if it's the right one, if it's working, if it's valid. So there's a lot to navigate, especially with real estate when not all properties have titles, but you really love the property and you don't know how to help this person wanting to buy that and where to get the information, because not everyone's really a licensed realtor, but authorized to sell, whatever they call it. So it was a struggle for me when I was navigating.
Yeah, yeah, we like I said, our office is very open to that. And if you notice, we're partnered with DTI and some other offices in PGIN, especially the technical ones, in order for us to provide the service that's needed by these potential investors. Actually, to share to everyone, up to the requirement of manpower, we have a provincial employment, no, public employment service office under the PGIN. So they help you to look for possible candidates of your required manpower. So for example, when BPO came in Ilocos Norte, it was peso. We call them peso. It was peso's mandate to really look for the competent graduates to be trained and be employed doon sa negosyo that we invited to invest in Ilocos Norte. So up to that level po, not just registering your business, but also helping you to hire the competent manpower that you require po.
Hey, Soya.
Yes. Hi.
Yes,
Hi, Tuan.
How are you? Tuan Nugent, Asian American National Committee. Now, a good friend of mine, she's a mayor of Irvine, California, one of the biggest cities in California. And she's very business friendly, right? And one thing that she shared with me, actually a couple of weeks ago, is one way to make her city to attract more businesses. One is that, just like we talked about earlier, streamline all the licenses and permits. That's very important because red tapes and incompetency that really destroy business coming in. And second is that we have to promote that our city is business friendly. Very important. Because if people have the sense that we are welcoming, right? Before they step into the door. So make sure that it is business friendly, and that not only the third part is that not only they're investing in the the city, but also the city is investing with them. That's you are collaboration with each other. So it's a two-way street. So it cannot be just one way. So they have to feel that the city is investing in them as well. So those are 3 points you want to make sure that that all new businesses, whether large or small, they understand that. Another thing is that though, now what happened? Let's say a business, the license was not accepted, right? Do we have procedures that to help them to, in a way, to fix it, if you will, so they can reapply and get it, rather than hey, we don't accept you, see you later. Do we have a procedure to help them to fix it?
Yeah. Thank you for the question, Tuan. And actually, the first comment about how or what are the things that these businesses are considering when it comes to business friendly as a province. But yeah, for in cases we're in towards the processing of your permit, and then something is off, we actually try to help you to fix it and work around in order for you to establish your business here. As long as, of course, it's not something bawal say for example, in cases of renewables kasi, it's a long process. There's a lot of requirements and such. So sometimes getting endorsement pa lang, ang dami na nilang mali. So we're not actually saying na okay, no, you can't do it because what you're presenting is wrong. What we'll do is that we'll try to, you know, fix that. We'll try to, as the government will try to, you know, come up with solutions to meet halfway in order for you to push through the business that you wanted to put here in Ilocos Norte. So there's always a workaround for everything, Sir Tuan. So I think that's not going to be a problem. Like I said, unless otherwise, if the negosyo is part on the negative list, tama no, Miss Chari?
That is great. Thank you.
Definitely, if it is in the negative list.
Yes.
Like gambling.
Yes. Can I supplement what Mr. What Tuan actually just asked about doing ease of business in Ilocos Norte? You know, obviously, our mantra in terms of the federation is obviously to bring in solid, qualified, serious long-term player investors. Yeah, to have sustainability. And I think these are great suggestions on how, from a Ilocos Norte standpoint of view, on how to ease business. You know, the one-stop shop was discussed, you know, because there are real serious US business companies or Asian companies that are serious to look into Ilocos Norte. But we have to give them the right signal to accelerate country development, country development for that matter. So I think this is a very good starting relationship between FPAC and our network federation team in the United States. And I think Ilocos Norte, with this partnership, we can, you know, there's a lot of things that we can share, some best practices that will enable for us to do conversion, meaningly conversion of business, not just on a high level where we go there and do all of these press releases, but we would like to see result on this partnership. So we want to be well, obviously that's going to be one of our top priority this year as far as the federation is concerned, and for us to be identified as one of your real serious partner in terms of the development. So I appreciate everyone. I mean, on from the part of Ilocos Norte, how you guys are giving us the right signal to enter. And I think as we go on along the way, I believe Ilocos Norte will further improve in further accelerating the other red tapes for that matter. So just an input, Saya.
Thank you, Sir Glenn. Thank you po. Well noted. Actually, I'm listing down notes of the things that we have to improve further, because I think you know, this group is very eager to put up their business here. Anyway, Sir Glenn, I hope towards the end of this activity we can identify who are, you know, interested to come here. So before you arrive for the trade mission in the Philippines, I hope we can tap the tamang tao, the tamang company counterparts or agency counterparts, so that pagdating nyo dito, parang almost finalizing na lang on the technical aspect of setting up the business here.
Yes, Soya, if you may, let me do a little bit of a quick translation on what Soya just made mention. Ilocos Norte would like to have obviously an ease of doing business in their city. They're putting a lot of effort to give us the right signal to do business. And I think this is all what is happening right now. We are now in the middle of this whole thing, and I think this upcoming October is a result of what the team can bring in and can deliver. And we hope to obviously sustain this. And by the way, whatever the projects that we'll be presenting under FPAC for this coming October, obviously we will have a quarterly review, a milestone review that we will share during our next conferences. So I'm espousing my team here to have that milestone on every project delivered for every LGU, even from the point of view of donation that will be coming in from the United States. We will be able to show you how we will create professionalism in terms of how the donation will be fully utilized, because these are all going to be in full open transparency. Our thought. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Glenn. Yeah, actually, I'm reading some of the questions here in the chat box. So there's a question very quickly lang. I can answer this one on how long does it take to process the papers to register the business in the Philippines and the rate. So Miss Ellie, actually on that question, it depends on what kind of industry you're looking into. So or on what level in the registration are we into. So there are investment kasi we're in, they have like zero, not knowledge but it's a zero effort pa, like they're looking for property, they're looking for connectivity and such. So it would take you know weeks up to months to look for the right property for your business in that case. But of course, for when we're talking about getting permit, if the business is ready, ibig sabihin you have an idea where to put up your business, and then there's a lease contract, etc. Would take just like a day or two, you can get the business permit, as long as, like I said, the business is in place already. Like you have a place now, you have a rented lugar, or you bought a property for it. Registration is just very easy. The portion wherein it would take months is when we start from zero, where we look for the best location for your business, building and developing the property and such. So it really depends on what level on what level in the stage of building your business na ba. But I assume for this group, since everybody is in the US, if in case there are no naiwang property in the Philippines or in Ilocos Norte, it would take, dun tayo magtatagal po on looking for the property that suits the kind of business that you wanted to put up in here.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma'am Soy. It looks like we've covered all of our questions already.
Sorry, Clark, not yet. Meron pang isa. Sorry, I'm so I'm so keen on reading talaga the chat. So there's a question about how many government and private hospital are there, and then is there an existing telemedicine company? From Mary. No, okay, it's a direct message from Miss Mary. Sorry, I'm gonna answer it here na lang. Sorry for reading that question to the group. So currently we have kung hindi ako nagkakamali, we have 14 hospitals, both private and overall. We have 14 both for private and public hospitals and clinics now in Ilocos Norte with 563 over 563 bed capacity. So for that 14 hospital. When it comes to telemedicine company, I haven't heard of any telemedicine company now in Ilocos Norte. But I hope my understanding is right when it comes to telemedicine. The business model for telemedicine kasi in the Philippines are mostly ina-outsource nila. So that's why we have the BPOs. But when it comes to, a sole telemedicine company in the province, I haven't heard of any, Miss Mary. So I hope I was able to answer your question on that.
Okay, is there any more questions on your messages, Ma'am Soya?
Yeah, so I think we're okay.
Okay.
Sabagay, this is just a preliminary. Miss Chari, Ma'am Elma, and our agriculture team. This is just a preliminary sa plan because we'll be giving you updates on their personal visit in Ilocos Norte. So we'll be seeing hopefully face to face the participants of this virtual business pitching by next month.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much, Ma'am Bueno and the other participants. Thank you very much for that active participation. And now, may we watch an audiovisual presentation prepared by the Invest Office featuring the investment opportunities in Ilocos Norte. While our technical team is setting up, quick facts. Did you know that Ilocos Norte is a priority destination in the National Development Plan? It is the northern gateway to ecotourism, heritage, and culture. Also, did you know that Ilocos Norte is still the undisputed energy capital of the Philippines? Okay, for the audiovisual presentation.
When we have a dream, we invest our time, our mind, our heart. Our dreams are built on hard work, patience, and persistence. These are embedded in our culture, strengthened through generations. So when opportunities knock, we are ready to chase our dreams and own them. Here in Ilocos Norte, we take care of your dreams. We understand the importance of having adequate support, forged through partnership and a strong sense of community, and a collective will to thrive. We recognize that dreams are best realized at the right place and at the right time. That there are spaces where everyone can dream boldly under the Ilocos sun. We share the same ideals that growth and economic progress should be inclusive, and that value for money is king. These have always been part of our resolve to empower others to realize their dreams, inspire everyone with what they can achieve. Pave the way for modernity and innovation, develop spaces and create jobs, generate gainful employment, and boost the local economy. Ensure access to significant financial incentives. Provide essential support and assistance. ILOCOS Norte offers strong business opportunities, coupled with diverse resources and competent workforce. We invite you to join us in realizing our vision to be one of the major investment hubs in the country, to create a brighter future for every Ilocano, for every Filipino. Innovate, inspire, invest. ILOCOS Norte. When we
Ilocos Norte, truly a harbor of abundant opportunities for tourism and trade. And to formally close this webinar, may we have Mr. Jefferson B. Balwalwa, an Administrative Officer 5 and part of the Invest team for his closing remarks.
Warm greetings to each and every one of us, to the officers and members of the Federation of the Philippine American Chambers of Commerce. Thank you so much for attending this business webinar despite the time differences we have. And also, we would like to thank the Department of Trade and Industry, especially to Ms. Rosario Codala, for always supporting us, and also from the different offices and heads of the provincial government of Ilocos Norte. Ma'am Elma, thank you so much. And from the representative also of the Office of the Provincial Agriculture. Maraming salamat po for your usual assistance. This activity has been very important to the provincial government of Ilocos Norte, as this is the start of welcoming potential and new investment from the Federation of the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce. We from the Ilocos Norte Trade and Investment Promotion Center, together with the Public Employment Service Office or PESO and the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Office of the Provincial Employment Group, assures you of excellent service through our ICARE desk or the Investor Centralized Application and Requirement Evaluation desk to make setting up of business in Ilocos Norte easy. We hope that through this business webinar, we were able to answer all your queries and somehow cleared up your expectations. Please remember, feel free to contact us anytime at your most convenient time. Once again, we look forward to welcome you here in Ilocos Norte, and together we explore limitless possibilities. Thank you so much. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Okay, great. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you being here with us. For further questions, you may contact us via telephone or via email at invest.ilocosnorteph@gmail.com, through our website at www.ilocosnorte.gov.ph, or through our FB page at Invest Ilocos Norte. May I ask everyone to open your cameras for a virtual photo opportunity. Again, may I ask everyone to open your cameras for a virtual photo opportunity. Okay. First, may we have the first panel. Smile, everyone. Okay. That's it. Thanks, everyone, for joining us today We will see you next time. And remember, there's no way but up. We will see you in Ilocos Norte. Again, innovate, inspire, invest. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you so much, Sir Glenn, Sir Brad, Sir Jonathan, and everybody, Miss Mary, Sir Chito. Maraming salamat, Miss Chari. Maraming salamat po. See you soon in the Philippines. Good night po.
Hey, Soya, before you go, just a
Yeah.
very quick one. The FPAC Manila team will be coming in there earlier for coordination with our FPAC International. We're gonna have an early entourage there just to have some discussions on some house rules and all that, so we can be able to share with FPAC International the proper protocols as well on the visit. So expect my team to be there. So we'll be coordinating through Jonathan and you our visit, so we can have to see the facilities, where are the sites where the delegates will be brought to. I understood the governor has prepared some programs for the delegates coming in. So we'll try to work out on the details so we can share to them prior to their arrival.
Yes,
Brad,
yes, tama.
go ahead, Soya.
Yes, tama, Sir Glenn. We'll sit down and fix everything po for your visit. Actually, I'm asking na nga Sir Jonathan to have the invitation because I was talking to Gov's EA yesterday to check his schedule. So we can,
Fantastic.
we can block at least one of the event. He'll come over.
Fantastic.
I hope wala siyang plano on that. Pero as per checking the last time, ang sabi ni A, wala pa naman naka-block on either 9 or 10. But I'm looking for 10, the inauguration. So I hope he'll be present in Ilocos Norte by then.
Wonderful. And in terms of list of delegates that are coming in, we've already firmed up at least a minimum of Brad, Jonathan.
It's around 20. Yeah,
so
20
we're-
25, right?
And obviously that number will increase.
Yeah.
That number will increase. So we will be in close coordination as the week goes by. I mean, basically we have now is the 24th. So basically we got another 2 weeks, but we'll definitely keep you abreast on some of the new additional delegates that are coming in. Okay,
Yes,
thank
po,
you.
tama. Tama, Sir Glenn. That's what we'll
Salamat.
need. So I can, teach Gov which company or what interest ang gusto ng members. So
Okay.
that actually Gov can, relate to the whole group. So he'll be
Fantastic.
best prepared, opo. That's why we're asking for the list, so he'll be best prepared of the further assistance that he can, offer. Our provincial government can offer.
Fantastic.
Okay, we're so excited for your coming in the Philippines, for you coming in the Philippines. I hope to see you all. Thank you. Maraming
Thank
salamat po. Good night and good night
Good
po.
night.
Opo.
Thanks.